Hey guys, so Lord here, back again with another review, and today we're taking a look at the Horsemen Studios Mythic Legions All-Stars 3.0 Stone Troll 2. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty guys, now as I said before, today we are taking a look at the Stone Troll 2. He is part of the Mythic Legions All-Stars 3.0 by the Horsemen Studios, which is currently shipping now. Apparently they were going to start with all-ins, but I got this guy first, so I'm obviously going to be getting my all-in stuff later. Not quite sure how all that works, but you'll get an email with a shipping notice and the rest should follow suit. So with that being said, pretty excited to be getting my hands on this guy relatively early. I mean, these things just started shipping a week ago and here I am reviewing this thing. So it's kind of nice to be one of the first to take a look-see at this. And we're going to go into everything, like the interchangeable head and whatnot. It's essentially the first Stone Troll with one major difference, and that's going to be the neck peg and the fact he's got two heads. So we'll go into that more so than anything, because that is the quote-unquote newest thing about this figure. So, with that being said, let's just get this right out the way, because that's, you could already tell he's, yeah, he's, it's a big sumbitch. I don't really think I even needed to do that, but you could clearly see that he's a big sumbitch. So, moving that out of the way, that's all the size comparisons we're going to need to do, because he's just going to tower over everything I get in here. He's about, I would say, anywhere between a foot to 16 inches tall. So if you wanted to use him for Marvel Legends, you could. If you wanted to use him for DC Multiverse, you could. If you wanted to use him for anything, you probably could, because he's freaking humongous. But, with that being said, he does have one quote-unquote accessory that's more or less an accessory. And it's his giant hammer, which splits into two pieces. This is the main part with the big stone tied to like this tree trunk. It's got this big old peg here, which goes into, I could bring his arm forward and pull the thing out, which goes into this big tree trunk piece here, which is going to be a little tricky for me to get out, not gonna lie. There we go. Hopefully I didn't chip all the paint off his hand doing that, but here you go. There is the bottom half of his hammer, and all you do is you just take this and peg it in like a so, and there you go. Got a big old mallet, which is pretty much human size. So that is cool, but taking a look-see at the Stone Troll himself, you could see that this thing is just absolutely massive and is eating up all my camera space. And there's a look-see at his hand. I don't think I took any paint off, really. I did heat the hand up before I put that in there initially, so it should be okay. But yeah, this thing is really, really big and kind of a pain in the neck to work with. But you can see the new, quote-unquote, new head sculpt, which is a repaint of the Forest Troll, who I hope we get a reissue of. Maybe he'll come with the same two heads as this guy. I don't know, it'd be kind of cool to see that guy with like the Ice Troll head and they give him like a grass beard. That'd be kind of cool, but you see his beady little red eyes in there, his big gnarly teeth sticking out, and his big old honker, his little pointy ears. Now, I will say I'm kind of torn on which head to use. I'm not sure if I'm going to go with this one or the standard Stone Troll head, which we'll look at in a minute. But yeah, I'm kind of torn. I wish I had a second one of these, which the old man, those of you who don't know the old man, my dad actually bought 2 of these to do that with, so lucky for him. But articulation on this guy, as long as it doesn't get too dark on us, apologize for that in advance, I can't control the white balance on this thing. So I can rotate around and pivot here and there. It is very stiff. It's on a double ball peg for those of you not in the know, but you can look side to side a bit, and you can look up and down a bit. I did have to heat the crap out of that though to get it to work properly, so keep that in mind. His arms will move forward and back, very squeaky, and then they are on tight ratchets, so you can move them around, but again, pretty stiff. They move out about that far, maybe. They might move out farther, but you could see the joint sticking out there a little bit. I will say the arms are rotocast, but the joints appear to be made out of pretty solid plastic, so you shouldn't have any major problems with this guy. I wouldn't think, as far as sturdiness goes. And then the other arm, I'll just try and push that in. This arm is tighter, but yeah, there we go. Then for the elbows, he's got a hinge, single hinge. Again, very squeaky, very unappealing to the ear, but it works. Get almost 90 degrees out of that. Get your rotation down there as well. His hands do rotate. This one's a little bit tighter than the other side, but it's just how that works. Then he's got a waist joint, which does rotate back and forth, like so. And then his hips do swivel forward and back. And he does have ball joints at the feet, so you can hinge them up and down a little bit. And he does have a bit of a tilt and some rotation on top of all that. So that is pretty cool. But the main thing that is different about this guy compared to his original counterpart is the interchangeable head. Now I'm going to try and do this as quick as I can to spare you guys some time, but it is a little bit hard to get the head off. I noticed that popping it off that way, it came right off. Look at that. Is the easiest way to do it. You kind of give it a twist and a pull, and it's off. And you can see that double ball peg in there. It's still pretty stiff, so I'm going to maybe heat that up some more. But there you go. And if you want, you can give him this alternate head, which is actually the original head from the main release of the Stone Troll. Way back almost 5 years ago, right? And I did heat this up, so hopefully it'll be relatively easy to put on. All you gotta do is give it a little twist, a little push, and there you go. It pegs right in, and now you have your Stone Troll with the standard Stone Troll head. Which, again, I kind of like, so I'm a little bit torn on what head I'm going to use. But with that being said, getting him all the way back there, that's pretty much it for the Stone Troll 2. Really awesome figure, barely fits on screen. Let's see if we can angle him a bit. There we go. If you get him hunched over, kind of fits on screen a little better. Yeah, this thing is just larger than life. I'm very much surprised I was able to do this review as relatively fast as I did, because this thing is just, it's very cumbersome to review one of these. Yeah, and in case you missed it, here's the size comparisons again. I mean, this kind of goes without saying. He's yeah, he's a big boy. He's a big sumbitch. So yeah, he's just gonna tower over anything you own, pretty much. This thing literally rivals the Pit Build-A-Figure from Toy Biz, as far as being big, jacked, gnarly gray dudes that are pretty freaking awesome. So what else can I say other than, if you haven't picked one of these up yet, definitely try and get it for as close to the retail price as you can. It was about $110 plus shipping direct from the Four Horsemen. I think he's about $150 plus online now from online retailers. So I think it's possibly worth that for the alternate head alone, because the alternate head, I mean, they charge like $50 for a head for maybe an ogre scale figure. So there is that. Not Four Horsemen, but there's a lot of customizers that make custom heads, and I believe some of those can go up to like $50 a head. So you gotta take that into account when you're looking into getting into these guys. But with that being said, I would highly recommend you pick this dude up if you are at all a Mythic Legions collector. I think he's really cool, and you need at least one troll. I want more than one troll, but you need at least more than the standard figures and some ogres. You need to have one troll in your collection, because it just makes it pop, I think. But yeah, I'm just babbling at this point, because this thing is just that frickin' sweet. I don't want to stop talking about it, man. I will say, too, I forgot to mention this, he does have his little cod pieces here. These are just soft cloth goods. I kind of like the fur stuff a little better, but this is alright. It's not too bad. But, yeah, Dan, just look at that. So with that being said, I'm gonna shut up. Check this thing out. But in case you did enjoy this video, hit the like button and the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, so you know whenever I upload more reviews like this one. And leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of the Stone Troll 2. Do you like the alternate head? Do you not like the alternate head? Do you want to see him redo more trolls? What trolls do you want to see him redo first? And what new trolls do you think they should come out with? Personally, I'd like to see kind of a lava, magma, fire troll of some kind. I think that would be cool, with like black skin with the cracks going through it. I mean, they could literally recycle this body for that. Just a really sick. That would be a really sick redesign. Almost a golem, maybe. We need some golems in this line. We don't have any of those yet, I don't think. And then, of course, the ominous dragon that we've been teased with for X amount of years now. So, yeah, another awesome figure from Four Horsemen Studios. They're pretty much, that's just to be expected by them at this point. I'm still currently waiting on my other figures from All-Stars 3.0. I will be looking at those as they come in. I'm not sure if they're going to come in all at once or randomly. Again, I'm not sure how that works. But stay tuned. I will have more All-Stars 3.0 reviews. I'm going to review the whole dang set, man, because these videos tend to do pretty good for the channel. So I think that kind of goes without saying that I need to get my butt in gear, ready for the great apocalypse, because not only are we going to get those soon, we're going to get the Aether wave probably in the next month or two here, so that will be awesome for the channel. Hopefully it'll help it grow. Road to 1K, dang it, gotta get there somehow, and I don't think it's going to be from reviewing crap from last year. So that being said, until next time, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Catch you guys later. Damn, this thing is huge. Wow.